So welcome. In this tier, we are going to list all of the Ascension perks that are basically auto picks in my opinion. They're the best in class and they're going to do the most for your empire. Let's dive in and find out what we're working with. One Vision is going to boost your monthly unity by 10%, your governing ethics attraction by 50%, and that's it. On the surface, this doesn't sound so great. However, this is probably the first and best first choice that you are going to have when it comes to Ascension perks. A lot of the other better Ascension perks are locked behind technology you won't have access to after you complete your first tradition. Getting more monthly unity will speed up your further tradition acquisitions and allow you to get to your Ascension path faster, your Crisis path faster, whatever it is you want to do faster. Unity rushing is more powerful than ever before and more possible than ever before in Stellaris, and that's why One Vision has come out on top. Eternal Vigilance has gone from 0 to absolute hero. This Ascension perk is basically a fire and forget Ascension.
That the officials are reliable and trustworthy. Without those, these documents are merely pieces of paper. With corruption running rampant in Malaysia, this is often the case. I mean, Singapore is getting grilled for all of the illegal sand that's coming into their country that they're benefiting off of, and their response is the same as a bouncer's in front of a bar who says he just needs to see an ID, so you can just wave by like a piece of toast, and he's like, all right, get on in there. Despite Malaysia's black market supply for exporting sand, Singapore's demand for it meant more than one country needed to serve as a supplier. So enter a second exporter, Indonesia. Indonesia's archipelago consists of more than 17,000 islands. Those nearest to Singapore are only a few miles away. Many of these islands within Singapore's reach are practically uninhabited, which Singapore has taken advantage of. Its dredging has wiped some of them completely off the map, like Nipah Island, which is located on the border between Singapore and Indonesia. In 2003, a local NGO, or non-governmental organization, reported that Nipah had completely disappeared. Quote, with only 3 to 4 palm trees visible to mark the island's location. The government had to go back and fill Nipah to save it, as it's an important factor in determining Indonesia's maritime border with Singapore. Sand dredging in Indonesia for export started in 1979, when 3 companies were permitted to mine sand, and by 2001, more than 300 companies were operating in waters off Indonesia's Riau province. That same year, a report from Down to Earth detailed that the illegal sand mining was, quote, allegedly controlled by a cartel of 3 Singaporean-backed companies, supplementing the legal operations to supply sand to Singapore. People were so mad about this that later that year, a group of enraged locals took over a sand dredging ship in the Durian Strait. When a crew member opened fire, the villagers dispersed, but a 36-year-old man was killed in the process. Indonesia's numbers show that from 1997 to 2001, the country exported more than 150 million tons of sand to Singapore. But like all official reports, it doesn't take into account illegal exporting on the black market. If there's an amount of sand that can be legally dredged and sold that year, they'll just hit that number and then conveniently find more somewhere else. Nudge, nudge. It's more likely to be double what's officially documented. In 2007, the Indonesian parliament banned the export of sea sand, which, like Malaysia's ban, was ignored by even the Indonesian government. One of the loopholes smugglers used was relabeling the sea sand as coastal or land sand to reclassify their cargo. In the government's defense, imagine being that customs agent who inspects the cargo and sees sand that is labeled coastal sand, and then being like, no, this is clearly sea sand. I can tell by the way that it is. And if you're wondering if anyone is noticing all this sand going missing, they have, because the effects have been devastating. From 2005 to 2010, 24 more islands were believed to have disappeared as a result of sand extraction. Without regulations, these unguarded coasts are sitting ducks. There are plenty of beaches to choose from, remote enough that anyone can park loud dredging equipment, work throughout the evening unbothered, go back to Singapore in a few short hours, and, using forged paperwork, sell their sand. Seems like there's a pattern. After a ban is imposed in one country, another country ramps up sand dredging. Which brings us to Cambodia. Every month in Cambodia's Kakong province, nearly 900,000 tons of sand is dredged. In one calendar year, the total amount of sand from that province is worth, quote, $250 million on the Singaporean market, according to Time magazine. However, according to a Cambodian government-sponsored website, only 40,000 to 60,000 tons of sand are extracted every month in Kakong. So, again, we have a pattern. Cambodia says that it's 40 to 60,000 tons, while when Time looked at it, it's about 900,000. That's every month. A damning report from Global Witness targeted Cambodia for its sand dredging practices and fraudulent accounting, stating that 2 Cambodian senators in particular, both of whom are close to Cambodia's prime minister, were key figures at the center of the country's sand smuggling. The report shed light on the devastating effects of the river dredging in the country and how a small group of elites controlled the public and private sectors that sanctioned sand mining projects. After its publication, the report was denounced by both the Singaporean and Cambodian governments, but the damage to the local ecology is hard to ignore. When dredging sucks up sand, it increases something called turbidity, which measures water clarity by how suspended particles such as silt, clay, or microbes scatter light. In other words, it's a valuable tool to measure water quality. High turbidity, even when only temporary, can suffocate coral reefs, disrupting fish spawning and destroying populations. In Cambodia, the overdredged waterways lower the river stream floors and interfere with natural sedimentary processes. Basically, to keep exporting sand to Singapore, Cambodia had to kill its rivers and destroy its rich marine life. Today, Kampot, a region that houses seagrass beds that provide shelter to dugongs, green turtles, Irrawaddy dolphins, and hairy-nosed otters, which is one of the world's rarest mammals, is at risk of being completely wiped out due to dredging. When Paul Ferber, the director of Marine Conservation Cambodia, dove into the Srei Ombel River after ships had dredged the area, he was shocked to discover that in the 15 kilometers of river he traveled, quote, he saw exactly 1 fish and 2 shrimp. Even dredging at only 10 meters causes irreparable harm, killing off mangroves that provide a necessary ecosystem for fish to survive. And for local Cambodian fishermen who rely on these areas to provide for their families, it was find another way to survive. Local Cambodians were upset, as you can imagine. In February of 2010, they took matters into their own hands when the unanswered letters they sent to the Prime Minister proved pointless. After attempting to pressure their local provincial leaders, the angry residents had no choice. They destroyed the nearby dredging equipment after a collapsing riverbank threatened their village. ABC News reported that a Cambodian real estate tycoon and politician, Lee Yong-fat, was responsible for organizing dredging operations at 3 local estuaries. As of 2024, he serves as a senator, quote, with the ruling Cambodian People's Party and a member of the party's Central Committee. And once again, the cycle continues. When people in a country get upset because their country is selling a lot of sand to Singapore, because that's their sand, another country shows up next on the chopping block. Just a few hundred kilometers northwest of Cambodia, another country faces similar problems, all just to satiate Singapore's hunger for sand: Vietnam. Vietnam's sand mining, for the most part, is completely unregulated. Despite the country's officials' public statements calling for an end to the prohibited practice, in 2013, quote, 3 local government officials were charged with taking bribes in exchange for ignoring illegal sand mining on the Tian River. In fact, in 2016 alone, authorities caught nearly 3,000 people who were dredging without permits or in protected areas, which includes the Mekong Delta, keystone to the country's economic stability. Think about that. 3,000 people caught for the sand trade in 1 year in one country. When sand on the Mekong gets depleted, the low water levels threaten agriculture by reducing nutrient-dense sediment for soil. Fish habitats are also destroyed by sand mining, as well as local infrastructure due to erosion. Like most black market and criminal enterprises, many of these miners are regular people without better options to try to make a living. So they're willing to do whatever it takes. That desperation creates an environment ripe for tension. For example, in the spring of 2017, a countrywide crackdown caused a group of illegal sand miners to dump sand on a police boat in an attempt to sink it.
Stellaris. Yeah. Man, I don't know what happened. Well, I do know. So yesterday, when I got to the shop, I took a little detour because I wanted to go get some breakfast. But I already went there, clocked in, and because we have that hour of a grace period before the day actually gets started, you can usually go get you some breakfast and they won't tell you anything. So I clock in, and everything's normal. I get me some gas because it's literally just like that. I come back, I eat my food in my truck, I get in there with a little Dr. Pepper or whatever, and all of a sudden everyone's in the because you got the break room and then you got the actual shop. Everyone's in the shop, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I go in, they're like, whoa, and I'm like, what's up? He's like, they're having a meeting right now. I'm like, dude, Charlie, Katie, and Sam. I'm like, what for? For taking pictures of people on category 3s, which is the highest tier, nasty job, for getting pictures of themselves, no gloves, no suits, taking pictures of mold with air flowers running, doing pretty commonsensical shit or whatever. Obviously, unless the mold is done, you don't put air movers, then you're just gonna spread mold and stuff like that in general without wiping down, because a lot of people just don't wipe down because they can't find rags. So you gotta make do. You gotta find something to wipe it with, because you can't just leave that shit there. We spray it, but you gotta actually get rid of it because it's an eyesore. It don't look good. They're not gonna know that you treated it. But Charlie was in there too. But they were getting their ass chewed out by Daryl, which is one of the owners of the company, because it's a bunch of brothers that own it. And I'm talking chewed out. I'm like, holy fuck. They come out and they're telling us this and that, and saying that, hell, if I would have, because it was a job that had been going on for 2 weeks, which it's not our fucking fault, because they've been sending us to multiple jobs a day, and then we only have a couple hours there. Obviously you're not going to be able to get much done in a few hours. They ought to fucking dedicate an entire fucking group to that job, and then just make the rest of the fucking crews pick up the slack, the extra jobs they would have been running. That would have made sense. That makes sense to me. But fucking Charlie was sitting there and saying that, like, yeah, Daryl was talking about you, Jeff, which Jeff has 25 years in the company, so obviously they know each other. Like, you can't be that long in the company without knowing the motherfucker. And Jeff was like, you see, I told you, man, I do good work. Like, even boss man himself says so. And I was just sitting there, and I like kind of like started like nudging Charlie. He's like, yeah, that he's got some soft lips. And he's like, hey, fuck you. And I was like, I just play with you, Jeff. We know you don't suck on it, but God, dog, you probably bend over and let Daryl do a little something to you, and these motherfuckers started dying laughing. Oh, but nah, like if Sam's getting chewed out, which he's one of the top dogs, like everyone says. But even he, like, you know, just from working with him, like, you know, he does some shit that, like, yeah, like, it works, but there's better ways to go about it. Like, if you really don't want to, like, you know, get caught without the suit or whatever, just have the fucking helper go in there and take pictures, you know? Have the helper put on the fucking suit, and then he'll get in there and he'll fucking, you know, get it done or whatever. Oh, fuck. Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I, like, overslept. Not by a whole lot, like, by a few minutes, but still. I fucking woke up at the time I wake up, which is 6:45, laid my head back down like a dumbass, and next thing you know, it's 7:16, and I'm like, uh-oh. But the thing is, though, I don't we don't have to fucking be there till 9. Like, tell us 8, but it's really fucking 9. So they kind of hope you just come in later in the day so that they don't have to pay you your full 8 hours. So it is what it is, and I'm probably gonna make up a shit ton of overtime this weekend since I'm on call. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the dumbassery shit that happened at work. Job been smooth. I already saw the overtime bonus on this check, and then I'm gonna see the on-call bonus on the next check. And if I have overtime this weekend, it's gonna be very nice. I might be able to pay off that fucking motorcycle within this fucking next month. Anything to fucking stop making big payments. Oh yeah, and I washed the cushion covers twice. They're drying right now. On my way back from work, I'm gonna buy that cushion stuffing for the 2 of them. And then, has Sky said anything about the shampooing? Oh, okay, I got you. I'll do it, bro. I don't mind. I really don't. I've been getting. Yeah. I mean, I'll pick some up from Walmart or whatever if they do sell it there. Is it hers or is it yours? Yeah, the shampooer. Alright. Okay, that's what I was saying. Like, I know you're pretty particular on just owning it. Let's see. Yeah, because you do own another fucking couch as well that probably needs to get shampooed as well. That Virgil Spunk smell. Oh, fuck. I was working with. What's that? Yeah. I would specifically put like fabric furniture because I feel like I might try to send you a fucking steamer, a steam cleaner or something like that. I wouldn't imagine it because I feel like it'd be like the wand you put on like on a hose or whatever. Like it's just an attachment, and then you got to go buy whatever fucking product you put in it or whatever the fuck. Man, yesterday we were all sitting there cracking jokes on this motherfucker that we saw on the road that had like the most nappy ass like black people hair or whatever. And everyone was trying to make fun of him or whatever. Then I came in and I was like, "Hey, you need a steam cleaner to get through that shit," because that motherfucker looked nasty. Fucking everyone died. And I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just being serious. It's like, that shit looked like it needed to get fucking steam cleaned in order to actually get to the fucking scalp itself. It was bad. What's that? Fucking run your fingers through his hair and all of a sudden you got a full grip on him. Are you off on Monday? Awesome. You are as well. I'm on call that day, but I am off that day. I should be done with on call on Tuesday night, so Wednesday. So that will actually allow me to fucking sit down and watch a fucking episode without falling asleep. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Man, fucking, I didn't even tell you. So, what was it? One of the guys at work was trying to. So, because we were sitting there talking about PCs, because Marcus just bought one, and he said, and I was like, "Hey, what'd you buy?" He's like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, okay. Tell me the price." I was like, "What was the price?" He's like 11. Yeah, that's the 3060 or whatever. I was like, yeah, well, no, but I didn't even tell you the rest of it though, because like after that whole thing, we've been talking about PCs,
special project,
right, on and off. So not that day, but like on and off, we've been talking about PCs or whatever. And I'm pretty vocal on like I've never built one, but like I switched over years ago and all that. Like I don't know a shit ton, but I just know the basic shit that to help someone out, just to get them started, And we're sitting there, and one of the guys, I guess, doesn't have one, and I guess he wants one, because then he starts trying to shit on it. He's like, "I don't get how people can spend several thousands of dollars on PCs." I'm like, "Several?" I'm like, "You're exaggerating. I know some people do, but those are the motherfuckers that are going overboard with it, getting the newest everything because they have the fucking FOMO, And I was like, no, I was like, 2,000 honestly is like what most people spend on them, if at all, you know. And then I was like, then I also said, I wait until they're on sale. I can wait, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to have it right then and then. I mean, how long did I go without my fucking last PC before I switched, before I upgraded, you know? Like, it is what it is. But I was just sitting there, I was like, brother, like, you can say what you want, you know, because as someone who grew up on a fucking console and stuff like that, like, the freedom you have to do literally whatever the fuck you want to do is just, it's just better. I ain't even talk about graphics. I didn't even talk about like you know, like the power and stuff. Like, I was just like, just being able to mod whatever the fucking game you want. There's a modding community out there for it. It like, and then no, yeah, because we were talking about Terraria. I forgot who it was. I want to say it was no, I can't remember who mentioned Terraria. They're like, oh yeah, but they pronounced it very weird. They're like, yeah, Terraria. I was just like, oh yeah, man, Terraria is cool. I was like, have you played Calamity? He's like, no. I'm like, brother, if you like base Terraria, you're gonna love Calamity. So I was trying to get someone to suffer. What's that? I wanted them to feel the pain. Nah, but we're like that. You could definitely tell, like, some of these motherfuckers are just like. Well, one of them was saying like, "Yeah, man, I just don't have the
Science
room
Division
for it."
Report success.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Do you live in a shoebox?" Like, I was like, you know, I was like, "What's going on?" Dude lives in a full fucking house, you know, like a townhouse. But I think his wife like decorates the whole place, and he's just scared to death to move anything that she's put up. So I was just kind of like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I was like, if it's that deep, I don't, you know, good luck, be safe. Good luck, Bubba. It's like, are you happy or married? It's like, oh, you're married? Ouch. Owie. Fucking, you can tell though, Blake wants to use that card all the time. I'm a married man, I got a family and stuff. You know, which is cool. Like, hell yeah, brother, that be your motivator to keep working. Hell yeah. But then whenever he wants to leave early, you know, I'm like, hey, bro, what about that family? What about that wife you want to take care of? Now you want to turn out early? It's like, you can't do that. You can't switch swap. Like, you can't fucking flip flop around on that shit. You gotta stick to it. Can't just pull it out when it's convenient. Oh, he didn't, because he's got a fucking kid. Oh, fuck me. Nah, but it's honestly been pretty fucking good. Like, besides just Blake being a dick and Aaron being a dipshit, like, which, whatever. I don't care, like, because I just don't have to work with them. And I haven't worked with them since, I haven't worked with Aaron, I haven't worked with Blake C as much, because him and Marcus are butt buddies, which works in my favor. I even told Marcus, I'm like, brother, I will buy you lunch if you, like, fucking take my Blake shift. It's just a fucking shift working with that motherfucker. So, brother, I will skadoodle your doodle if you fucking work for Blake for me. The fucking Boys ending killed me. Like, I haven't really watched the last season because I just can't be bothered to. But I like went ahead and just saw the ending because I saw everyone talking about it online. I was like, it can't be that bad, right? Fuck me. that shit was rough. It was rough. Yeah, like, it sincerely, reminded me of the Sopranos scene before anyone else said it, because I had just finished rewatching Sopranos last week. They're like, I suck your dick, I suck all your dicks, and she any good? Who am I kidding? You probably taught her. And like that, it reminded me of that scene. Whenever he goes like, I'll suck your dick, like just like what the fuck? Well, why? Like I understand they were trying to make him like look pathetic and stuff, you know, because he doesn't have his powers anymore. But I think they could have went like a slightly different fucking route, you know, because they already got a pathetic character, which is the Deep, you know. I feel like they kind of could have swapped those two around, like as far as their reactions to it, you know.
Science Division reports success.
I think they're really banking on the parody side of things, because that's essentially what it is the parody to superheroes. I think they're really hoping that will save them from having shit writers, but it won't. It won't. Like, it simply will not save it. And then this one guy pretty much summed up, like, why the show was even somewhat successful. He said, I just want to watch superhero movies. He's like, and that's literally all he said. And he's like, this is it though, so I gotta go find something else. So it's like the Elder Scrolls 6 thing. Everyone's like waiting for it, or for the most part, but they're going and looking for any other open world to kind of fill the void till then. So it's just kind of like, it'll do. Yeah. Got my fucking car payment tomorrow. I swear these fucking months are flying by, which is good because you know, or not my truck payment, my bike payment. Oh man, I'm still traumatized by that shit. I actually scared myself. I'm like, wait, really? Oh, I didn't even fucking tell you. Fucking someone was telling. Blake was feeling on. He was getting all like a little too cocky, and someone fucking simmered him down. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't own a car. He gets dropped off by his fucking brother in the work van, which he's not supposed to be driving the work van. But he was getting a little too cocky, talking about money and shit. And someone's like, "Don't you fucking stay in a like District 8 apartment? Like, don't you stay in a fucking like low income apartment? And he's like, and you don't own a car." And Blake just kind of sat there and was like, yeah, so? He's like, where are your money going? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been working here for as long as, you know, you have, like, which is like a year or something. Where's your car? And then, you know, like, he kind of got quiet or whatever. He didn't even have anything to say to that, which is true. Like, you know, like, what are you doing with your fucking money? Like, you're not making a killing here, but he's been here long enough to where he's seen at least 2 raises, which, you know, like, which for him would be $21, because I think he started out higher than everyone else because he actually had like experience in the field, which, you know, it's fine. You should be bringing in like decent money. Like, you can definitely make that work for you. Go get you a nice little fucking beater for $5,000. You know, and you'll probably get you a bang ass deal. I mean, I think you've proven that. Like, you can make those cars, like, you know, like that blue one that you had, the one that you bought for $1,000, and then the 6,000. Wasn't the Envoy 6,000? Yeah, I just remember. How much was it? Yeah, 6,000. All right, that's what I was thinking. But my point is, you can get a good car for that money. You can get a really good car with that money, you know, and you've proven that. But I don't know. Like I said, this dude, he's full of himself when he's in probably one of the shittiest positions in life. Like, he's got 2 kids. No, he's got 3 kids, 2 with another fucking baby mama, 1 with this current girl, right? He lives in a fucking apartment with his mom, which is kind of crazy. Like I've heard of, like even if your mom is also living in an apartment, there's something's up.
Science
You know,
Division reports
like what's going on?
success.
Like for her at her age, like she doesn't have something to fucking show for herself. Like what has she been doing? I mean, she probably got dealt a shit hand or something, or a tornado took her house, or burned down or something. I don't know the details, but on just pure speculation, I really wonder what the fuck happened. But dude's very obviously miserable. He's very clearly miserable with his life because there's no other way to explain why he acts the way he does at work without just being like, yeah, he hates his home life. Which fuck, I would too, dude. That girl is obnoxious. From the phone calls I have to sit there and listen to, and the way he's like texting, I feel the need to say something, brother. Every time you look at that phone, you just get sad as shit. Which it's fucking too late for him to back out now if he's already got a fucking kid with her, so that's on him. No one else made him do that. Fucking
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you. I saw Miss Watkins on the side of the fucking road on Byler Road where I got that couch, like running for something. I don't know what she's running for, but she's running for something. Yeah, like I don't know if it's like school related or if it's like the city, like mayor stuff or something like that, or who knows. But she's running for something political. Well, not anything high, like something in the political scene. Oh yeah, dude. Like I looked at her and she looked at me, and I think I think she recognized me because, well, I didn't know this, but the Alex's graduation, she she went up to Miss Watkins and all that, and Miss Watkins told her, "Hey, is that the last one?" And Mama was kind of confused, like, "What do you mean? Like, is that your last kid that's going to be in the school?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, thank God." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" When she told me that, I was like, "Look, I wasn't making the best grades in her class and all that, but I didn't misbehave in the slightest. Alex didn't misbehave in that class. Alondra Vanessa definitely didn't. So I don't know what that what that shit was about." And I told her, I was like, "Well, damn, I'm glad." I was like, "Well, now that I know that, if I fucking see her again, I'm gonna fucking flip her off." That's what I'm fucking saying. Mama was sitting there like, "Yeah, no, that shit pissed me off." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I would be fucking mad too if that someone said that about my fucking kids." But like I said, like I know I didn't make the best fucking grades, but let's be real. Like she humiliated me in my last year with her when she mentioned that I made the lowest on the fucking exam or whatever. Which that's on me for like not fucking like really paying attention to that. But damn, dude, fucking tell everyone else in class. Hey, you know what's bad when when two different girls come up to you during lunch and like, "Hey, we're sorry that happened to you. Like that wasn't cool." Like, it's bad when two NPCs come up and like apologize on their fucking behalf. So, as far as I'm concerned, the bitch can eat shit. And then Mama even fucking said, she's like, I get she's like, "I get why you hate that school. So I get it." He's like, "I understand." It's like, come on, dude. Like, I'm sure that shit could have happened anywhere, but every time I tell people I went to Lawrence County High School, I get a visceral reaction from them, which I'm like, yeah, Uh-huh.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I don't know. I might not actually be to ask her. If I get the chance, I am gonna fucking ask her. Like, what's your problem? What's your problem with me? I know they hate the idea of a kid who just fucking doesn't try at all and all that. I get it. But to fucking say like, oh, is there another one of you? Is there another one of you?
New
Shit,
sit rep.
Mama should have said yeah, then just kept it fucking vague and then just kept it pushing, just to keep her on her toes. Oh fuck. I wonder what the fuck we're doing today, because we already finished up a couple jobs yesterday, so we're not gonna have as many go backs. So if it's a slow day, they might fucking send somebody who's home. What's up? Yeah. Oh, I keep getting fucking emails from Mazda saying that like, hey, like go ahead and start the process, but I've already been looking. There's no hiring dates like anytime soon. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a solid try, and Mazda will just be my backup plan. Like the only reason I'll fucking leave here is if they just cut me off, leave me off or whatever, which is a reoccurring issue with this place, because since it's a seasonal job, like the garage place, that's kind of how that works, which, doesn't excuse it, but makes sense. I should be safe during the summer, as long as everyone just does their fucking job and the salesmen actually go out and get jobs. I should be good, but come like Christmas time, if it really fucking slows down, because people don't want to be spending money on practical stuff. They want to spend money on gifts and stuff, so they try to scrape scrape off just a little off the top, and stuff. So we'll see. We shall see. Hell, the way bless you, the way Charlie and I have been talking though, like I'm just trying to get like a little bit of experience here, like 2 years, like that'd be cool. So then I can actually go to another higher paying mitigation work, since I'll have experience and stuff like that. And he was the one that brought it up and brought up the company. I think it was like Southern something, but they pay so much fucking better for the same fucking work. And I was like, fuck yeah, that makes sense. So that's his plan. I was like, fuck it, that'll be my plan too. It's just being the stepping stone into this world of mitigation. Come on, baby. Ain't no choo-choo train. We can keep going. Oh, shit. Oh yeah. You know how I told you I saw that fucking snapping turtle on the road? In that same fucking spot where I saw that snapping turtle the other week, I saw a fucking soft shell turtle. And I was thinking to myself, like, what kind of battle is going on over there? Fucking snapping turtle and a fucking soft shell turtle coming from the same creek? Must be a battle of the fucking titans going on. It's like probably two of the meanest type of turtles to be fucking together. Because that fucking soft shell had his like whole head out, like kind of looking up in the sky, kind of like sunbathing or whatever, you know how they usually do on logs. But as I got closer, he like looked at me and then skedaddled like with some speed away from me. I'd hate to get chased by that motherfucker. That neck of his might be a little too tempting. Oh shit. What that neck do? The amount of motherfuckers, like random people that don't even know that go, is getting too much. Too fucking much. I had a bitch at Wingstop do it, and I was just sitting there. I almost had half of mine. Like, I didn't say my name was Adrian. I said Andrew. Just to try to fuck with him. My name's Andrew, okay? Baby Victor has given me that name. Now I will wear it with honor. Come on, baby. Turn green for me, baby. Come on, baby. Turn green and let me get into the intersection. Then some guy that isn't paying attention cut my fucking truck in half. Please. Please. Send me to Valhalla, please. Come on, give me admin command. Give me admin control. So I can de-atomize certain people I don't like. Oh shit, I wouldn't even do that though. I'd probably just turn them into like the fucking opposite genders themselves. Be like, haha, get fucked. Gender bender. Gender bender. Oh. And not even a pretty version of a female. That'd be like a ugly female. Oh no, am I feeling some breakfast? Let's see what that line looks like. Let's see what that line looks like. I think so as well. Hello, homeless man. Goodbye, homeless man.
Special project complete.
Fire on the line. Let me just shoot on in here. Oh shit. Come on, bitch. And stick to my boring classic. 2 chicken biscuits and a Dr. Pip.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
That wood chips all in my eyes. Oh, that's great. Yes, ma'am. Can I get 2 chicken biscuits and a large Dr. Pepper? And that'll be all? Thank you. See, at this point, I just need to say my name and they'll recognize my order because I stay consistent. Hell, even Uncle Fork fucking knows too. They're like, chicken quesadilla, fry some beans. I'm like, shit, you already know it. Because I took Charlie there That motherfucker like was coming. Like that shit was so good. I was like, dude, it's good. He was moaning, dude. I was like, hey, bro, we're in public, man. Baby. Yeah, everyone can hear. Make sure they can hear you clearly.
Science Division
Yeah, no.
reports a new
Probably a good
breakthrough.
guy though. Like I paid for his lunch and all that because I was the one that took him out, and because I didn't know, because the way I look at it is I didn't know if he was trying to budget. He might have been trying to go and budget and only spend so many dollars at a fast food joint, and here I am taking him to a place where you're going to drop like 16 or 17 on your meal. So I was like, I'll pay for it. I went and paid for it, and then he was just like, he went to go pay. I'm like, no, I got it, bro. We went to the van. He's like, I appreciate that, man. I was like, no, you good, bro. Like I said, I'm the one that took you out. And then we go into the gas station. This one gas station called the Crossroads here in Decatur that sells homemade cakes. Motherfuckers were banging. He bought the cake and a drink. I didn't ask him to, but he's like returning the favor. But that shit was bomb. I might. Oh, well, no, you work tonight. I'll have to bring it another day when you're not working. Or I'll probably still get you one. I'll just leave it in the fridge.
How you doing? Two chicken.
Yes, ma'am. You go. I thought you were giving it to me for free. I'll take it. You as well. See, I really did think she was giving it to me for free. She just handed me the food without me ever handing my debit card. I was like, shit, I'll take it. I ain't taking it for free. There's these other ladies at Arby's that were like sitting there giggling and laughing, and they're like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Not as good as you, apparently." And they're like, "Yeah, this is in the water." I was like, "Apparently," and I was like, "I want 2 number 9s. 2 number 9s. I need you to pop your titties." Oh, Charlie, why you keep parking over there like that? I can't squeeze. No, I can't. I can't. I'm gonna twerk. I can do that. I do pretty much whatever I want.
Fleet action underway.
I'm a bad influence on these guys because I've been kind of driving on the side of the building, which it goes onto the other building beside us is parking lot that is abandoned. Just a detail, and plus we're leaving the shop anyway soon. So I was like, I don't feel bad, but I think Charlie's also started to do it, popping the curb. But I'll let you go, bro. I'm gonna go in here and start pissing people off. Ugh. I'll see you, bro. Oh, you as well, man.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Fleet action underway. Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Council
Science
agenda
Division
ready.
report success.
Council agenda available.
Science Division reports success. Science Division reports success. Insurgency underway. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Standing by to commence offensive operations. Weapons free. Repeat, weapons free. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Fleet action underway. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Science Division report success. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Fleet action underway. Station reports enemy contact. Spaceport report. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Science Division reports success. Incoming enemy ground forces. All Anvil ground elements have been completely overrun. The planet is lost. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Incoming enemy ground forces. Planetary defenses overrun. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway. Station reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station. Station reports enemy contact. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Skywatch has sighted a spaceborne lifeform. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Spaceport reports enemy contact. All sword ground elements are dropping on target. Insurgency underway. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Science Division reports success.
Council agenda ready.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Ground objective secured. Engaging enemy station. Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet. Engaging enemy station. Tracking spaceborne life form. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway. Engaging enemy station. Skywatch has sighted a spaceborne lifeform. Fleet action underway. Science Division reports success. All sword ground elements are dropping on target. Engaging enemy station. Fleet action underway. Station reports enemy contact. Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Station reports enemy contact. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Station reports enemy contact. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Ground forces are dropping on target. Fleet action underway. Objective secured. Fleet action underway. Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Fleet action underway. Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Fleet action underway. Station reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station. Tracking spaceborne life form. Station reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station. Fleet action underway.